LinkedIn is an interesting one, actually. LinkedIn is useful. Remember what I was saying before was that it's not just about connecting with potential readers and people like that. I mean, there are human beings on LinkedIn like any other platform, and there will be people who are interested in reading fiction on LinkedIn. But that's not primarily why you're on that platform. Again, it's for connecting with people. I mean, you can connect with editors and other like people in marketing, journalists, all sorts of people. And what I like about, it's like, here's a tip for LinkedIn. You want to be writing referrals for people, and you want to be recommending people on LinkedIn, because if you write like a reference to somebody on LinkedIn, that a link to your profile appears on that person's profile. So in effect, you're creating a link from them to you. I mean, LinkedIn's, to be fair, my LinkedIn is a little bit tumbleweed at the moment. But that's just because I've not spent the time there. But it is a very useful platform for everybody. You need to, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it as the first platform that fiction authors go on, but you should certainly consider it. And again, it's like, I suppose the advice I would give about any social media platform is, if there is a community of people there, so a Facebook group, a Twitter chat, a LinkedIn community of some kind, or LinkedIn group. I'm not sure the LinkedIn group still exists, but
they do, yeah.
For whatever purpose you're interested in, those platforms are useful for making connections or finding a particular person with a particular thing, or can introduce you to another person. I suppose I'm agnostic in a way. It's whatever tool. It's kind of like each of the social media networks is like. So let's say Facebook's the hammer, Twitter's the saw, LinkedIn is some other random tool like a chisel or something. And you just have to use whatever one works for your for whatever purpose you're trying to do. I mean, there's so many opportunities on all of them. LinkedIn is, I mean, I actually tried LinkedIn advertising once. And one weird thing about LinkedIn is that it has interests in it. And so like creative writing is an interest that people put on their LinkedIn profiles. So, and you can target ads to people who do creative writing. So again, it's like with anything. And also like company, you can target ads to people who work for particular companies. So again, if that is appropriate, even if you're say you wrote a fiction novel about employees at Google, you could target ads to Google employees on LinkedIn, or you could even do a search and manually connect with them on LinkedIn. So it's not necessarily just like, it has to be non-fiction writers, the only people who can get any use out of LinkedIn. It's not just a business platform, LinkedIn. It has got a lot more potential beyond that.
Yeah, I've seen people like Janet Murray post on there, and they post completely unrelated content. It's got nothing to do with business, and the content just skyrockets and almost goes viral. Just because I guess it might be a bit of a break on the platform from the stodgy business content that everyone else is pumping out.